Tonight, we step inside a world shaped by privilege, ambition, discipline, and global visibility. A world where wealth meets politics, fashion meets power, and every move is analyzed by millions. This is not a story built on rumors or headlines alone. This is a deep, uninterrupted look at how one woman lives at the intersection of money, influence, and legacy. This is inside the billionaire life of first daughter Ivanka Trump. To some, Ivanka Trump is a businesswoman. To others, she is a former presidential advisor, a fashion icon, or a symbol of elite American privilege. But behind the public image exists a carefully structured life designed around control, access, and long-term positioning. This is not a short overview. This is a full journey into how Ivanka Trump lives, travels, invests, protects her privacy, and navigates power at the highest level. Okay, Ivanka Trump was born into wealth, but not into comfort without expectation. From a young age, she was raised inside an environment where performance mattered. Her upbringing combined luxury with pressure, teaching her that privilege came with responsibility, visibility, and constant evaluation. Growing up in New York City, Ivanka was surrounded by high-rise living, elite schools, and global business conversations. Private education, exclusive social circles, and early exposure to real estate shaped her worldview. Wealth was normal. Ambition was mandatory. Unlike many heirs, Ivanka was encouraged to build her own identity within the family empire. She worked inside the Trump Organization, learning branding, negotiation, and property development. This early involvement gave her a practical understanding of money, leverage, and reputation. Her billionaire lifestyle is not defined by reckless display. Ivanka's approach to wealth has always leaned toward polish, discipline, and structure. Residences are luxurious but controlled. Design is elegant rather than excessive. Everything is intentional. Ivanka's homes reflect this philosophy. From Manhattan luxury apartments to private estates in Florida, each residence prioritizes privacy, security, and comfort. Gated properties, advanced surveillance systems, and controlled access ensure insulation from public intrusion. Travel plays a central role in her life. Ivanka does not move casually. Private aviation is often used to avoid exposure, maximize efficiency, and maintain security. Airports are not social spaces for her. They are logistical zones managed quietly and precisely. When traveling internationally, her movements are coordinated with security teams, diplomatic channels, and advanced planners. Schedules are flexible. Routes change. Visibility is controlled. Photos are rare and often delayed. Fashion is one of the most visible elements of Ivanka's billionaire life, but it is also strategic. Her clothing choices communicate authority, restraint, and professionalism. Neutral tones, tailored silhouettes, and minimalism reinforce credibility rather than spectacle. Despite stepping away from her fashion brand, Ivanka remains deeply connected to global luxury networks. Designers, consultants, and industry leaders remain part of her orbit. Fashion is not just expression, it is influence. Ivanka's business interests extend beyond branding. Investments in real estate, private equity, and long-term ventures contribute to her wealth. Much of this activity happens quietly, away from public announcements. At her level, discretion preserves value. Marriage to Jared Kushner further integrated her into global finance and political influence. Together, they navigate elite circles spanning Wall Street, Silicon Valley, and international power brokers. Their partnership is both personal and strategic. During her time in the White House, Ivanka experienced a different dimension of power. Government access, intelligence briefings, diplomatic meetings, and global summits reshaped her perspective. Few billionaires ever experience political authority from the inside. That chapter permanently altered her lifestyle. Even after leaving Washington, security protocols remain. Threat assessments continue. Privacy is no longer optional, it is necessary. Ivanka's daily life is highly structured. Fitness, wellness, family time, and work are carefully scheduled. Personal trainers, nutrition plans, and wellness advisors support peak performance. Health is treated as an asset, not a hobby. Motherhood plays a central role in her priorities. Her children are raised within protected environments, shielded from unnecessary exposure. Education, routine, and stability are emphasized despite constant public attention. Social life is selective. Ivanka does not attend events casually. Invitations are evaluated. Appearances are strategic. Visibility is balanced against privacy. Silence is often preferred to commentary. Security around Ivanka is discreet but constant. Protection teams blend into surroundings. Vehicles are reinforced. Residences are monitored. Movement is controlled without appearing restrictive. Digital presence is also tightly managed. Social media is curated. Messaging is controlled. Spontaneity is rare. In a world of constant scrutiny, discipline is survival. What separates Ivanka Trump's billionaire life from celebrity wealth is proximity to power. Markets, governments, and institutions are not distant forces, they are familiar environments. This proximity changes how wealth functions. Ivanka's influence is not loud. It is positional. She does not need to announce authority. Access itself becomes leverage. Criticism has followed her throughout her life, and she has learned to absorb it without response. Emotional restraint is a survival skill at this level. Reaction creates vulnerability. Silence maintains control. Her billionaire life is not about indulgence. It is about continuity. Preserving relevance. Protecting family. Managing legacy. Ivanka operates with the understanding that visibility can be both an asset and a threat. She chooses when to be seen and when to disappear. This balance defines her world. As Ivanka Trump continues to move forward, her billionaire life shifts into a quieter phase, one focused less on visibility and more on consolidation. Relationships are maintained privately. Business discussions happen behind closed doors. Influence is exercised subtly, without public titles or announcements. Her ability to step back without losing relevance is deliberate. Ivanka understands timing. She knows when to engage and when to remain silent. This restraint allows her to preserve flexibility in a world where overexposure can erase leverage. Wealth, in her world, is not static. It is preserved through caution, patience, and long-term vision. Every decision is filtered through the lens of legacy, not just personal success, but generational continuity. This is the evolution of power. From presence to positioning. Inside the billionaire life of Ivanka Trump lies a lesson rarely discussed, that true influence does not chase attention. It waits, it observes. It moves only when necessary. Surrounded by wealth yet guided by restraint, Ivanka's life reflects a form of power that operates quietly, shaping outcomes without demanding the spotlight. If you enjoyed this extended look into elite wealth and hidden influence, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn the notification.